Hey, all Panda back here. Hey, I want to thank all of you for liking and subscribing to my videos. That means a lot. I really do appreciate it a great deal. I love making the content. Uh, back before I became disabled, I spent about a decade working in radio in production. So, I really love doing this stuff. I mean, it's way more technical now than what it was back in my youth. Yeah, I'm middle age, late 40s, whatnot, blah, blah, blah. A little bit of personal shit there. But, Second Life never is about keeping your real life totally out of it. I know everyone says that, but, the fact is we all know that we don't do that one way or the other. But, yeah, I'm from the United States, live on the West Coast. Actually in a small ocean town in Oregon. So, yeah, it's beautiful here, but, all the rain this time of year totally sucks dog shit. But anyway, to a point here I want to talk about. Okay, so you bought that mesh body, right? And you buy some clothes for it. Clothes are not that expensive. This suit that I bought here, if I recall right, I think this suit costs about 300 and some odd lindens, but you can see how part of my body is like sticking through it. See, now the nice thing is with the mesh body, and as I said in one of my previous videos, I have a Slink man's mesh body. Okay. So when you have that, you have your HUD running on your screen here. And all you have to do to cover up your body, that's if your outfit is not made, for that brand. A lot of, outfits nowadays are made compatible with several different brands of mesh bodies and whatnot. We also discussed that in a previous video. But all you got to do is open up your body HUD, click on Alpha, and you can turn off those areas where your skin is showing through. Like in this particular case, it's up there on my arms and whatnot. So I'm going to click like the button down shirt thing. Now watch, see how all that goes black there? Look at that. Okay, see now all you see is the clothing. See that? That's all you have to do. Granted, if you change your clothing to something else, you're going to have to go back in, and reactivate your alpha, but it's not that hard to do. It's actually pretty easy to do. And then just click your icon again. The whole thing goes away. You're good to go. Look at that good-looking guy there. Holy moly. Okay. Someone keeps coming in here and turning the lights off in my house. I cannot stand that. Yeah, but anyways, just kind of a little commentary there. Once again, I want to thank you all for liking and any subscriptions that you guys have given me to my channel. That really helps a lot. I've been playing Second Life for several years. Kind of as a breakaway from real life. But, it also does kind of mirror my real life in a way. I do prefer the dominant, submissive kind of genre lifestyle in real life. And I do stay on that same line here in Second Life. So, it's kind of just how it goes. Not too much more to say. I'm pretty much normal person. Person with a house, with a cat, with a dog. I've been divorced for 5 years after being married for 20 years. Between her kids she had in the marriage and the kids that we had together, you're talking a total of 6 kids. So, yeah, kind of been through it. So, still have some family close by, but, most of them are scattered for the most part. So, kind of a little bit about me, more on a personal level. I'm not afraid to talk about that. Once again, that brings me back to the topic, that things in Second Life and things in real life do not necessarily stay separated, okay? So don't ever fool yourself in that illusion that they do, because they actually don't. But always use your discretion, who you're talking to. Don't give out personal details exactly who you are, your actual real name, address, all that type of shit. We know how that number goes. I've had a couple of online relationships through this game. I've still got one going on today, that's more than 3 years old. And me and that gal, we talk in real life and all sorts of crap. Yeah, we don't live on the same continent, but, that happens a lot. It's kind of nice to know that you have other people out there that you made a connection with that you care about and they care about you. But be realistic about it too. Keep in mind that, yes, we do have real feelings in this game, but how you approach it initially makes a big difference. Don't get this idea that your virtual fantasy needs to play out and be repeated identically in real life if you're involved with someone only on a virtual platform. That's totally unfair, and that's not right. The problem is most times we develop this ideal of who somebody is when we've never actually met them in real life or spent even 5 minutes with them face to face. So always keep that in mind. Keep those two things separated. Virtual relationship, real life relationship are two complete different freaking sacks of shit. Let me tell you, don't mix the two up. And I tell you what, a lot of people do that. So anyways, yeah, just kind of a little show and tell there, and information about what you do when you have a mesh body. This applies to other mesh bodies as well. You do have a HUD. You can open that up. You can do certain stuff with that. We will go into that in more detail and depth. But I really need to have probably a different avatar to where I could actually attach that from step one and go through everything and show you exactly how that's done. Okay, we will have an upcoming video on that once I get around to doing it. And of course, as we discussed in a previous video, that type of shit is not cheap. Mesh bodies, your heads, everything else, like I said, and I was very serious when I said, you better have about 10 grand Linden in your pocket before you do that shit. And I don't plan to go spending any more money in this game than I have to. So anyways, guys, hope you all having a good night, and peace out from the Panda.